I'm State Representative Andy Billig from the 3rd Legislative District, which is the heart of Spokane, Washington.
The House passed a package of budget cuts recently, which is now over in the Senate for consideration. How would these cuts affect Spokane?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, the budget cuts are going to affect every part of our state, and many people in the 3rd District are going to feel the negative effects of these cuts. But I think we did the best we could, made these cuts with compassion, and really the goal was put kids first in this budget. So we're able to preserve Apple Health and all-day kindergarten. And education, unfortunately, did take some cuts, but took fewer cuts than many other areas in the budget. And one of the things that we realize is that education and healthcare for kids and food security, it's all tied together, because if a child comes to school and they're sick, or they didn't get a good night's sleep, or they're hungry, then it's really not possible for them to have a good learning experience. So all of those things related to kids are intertwined, and hopefully this budget will be as kind as possible to the children of our state in the 3rd District.
What other legislation are you working on right now?
Well, there's a couple of bills that I've co-sponsored that I think are interesting. One is a constitutional amendment to allow legislators' salaries to be lowered. Right now, by the Constitution, the legislature can't vote on our own salaries. And so there's a Citizens Commission that sets the salaries, and this amendment would allow that commission to actually lower our salaries. Right now, they just have the authority to raise them or to freeze them. And as we're considering pay cuts for state employees, I think it's right that we also consider and take equivalent pay cuts for ourselves as legislators. Another bill that I'm working on that I'm co-sponsor of is a foreclosure bill. It will protect homeowners who are facing foreclosure. One of the things that's so frustrating, as people are going through the really tough times financially and facing foreclosure of their home, and then they're dealing with this bank that sometimes are these large financial institutions. They call an 800 number, they deal with a different person each time, and they just don't have that central point of contact. This bill would require that there's a central point of contact for every family facing foreclosure, and also that there would be mediation and counseling, financial counseling, so that some of these families that are facing foreclosure maybe will be able to save their house and stay in their homes, which is really important for their families.
The legislature is considering a proposal dealing with unemployment insurance benefits. Can you talk a little about that?
Well, this is one, I'm really looking forward to this one. One of the reasons I ran for office was to help small businesses. As a small business person myself for the last 18 years, I thought that perspective and experience would be helpful. And while we're facing so many budget cuts this year, it's nice that we have a proposal that would actually help small businesses financially, and really all businesses. And what this proposal will do is to freeze the unemployment insurance rates for businesses. For about half the businesses, it'll freeze the rates, and for about half the businesses, it'll actually lower the rates in 2011. And this is great. And when I think about so many small businesses in our community, South Perry Cafe and Two-Wheel Transit and all these businesses that so many people in the 3rd District use every day, this is a real solution that will help those businesses and help them to retain employees and maybe even add employees. So this is a bill that needs early action. It has to be on the governor's desk by the end of the first week of February. So I'm hoping that we'll take action on it this week.
It's week 4 of the 2011 session, and you're almost a month into your term as a legislator. What about the job has surprised you this far?
Well, there's definitely a black cloud over Olympia with the budget situation. Personally, it's been very exciting for me. I've learned so much, and I feel the honor of being here, and I feel that I'm doing good work on behalf of the citizens of the 3rd District. So that's been a nice surprise and been something that I've really enjoyed. But I think one thing that's also really stood out to me is just that there's so many smart people here. The legislative staff, the legislators on both sides of the aisle. And in an era of, I think, distrust of government for many people, it's reaffirming for me to see the dedication and commitment and brains of so many people here. And it's really a tonic for that mistrust for me to see that, and makes me hopeful about our state.
All right, let's get to work on week 4 then.
Great, thank you.